It's the Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. I have a question for you.
Shoot.
Over our course of these 50 some odd years, depending on you or me, there have been wonderful toys that have come along.
Or math.
What?
Or math, or accurate math. But it's like 50. It feels like that at times. Sometimes it feels
No.
yesterday.
I said our 50 years. You're 50. I'm 53.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Wake up. Really? How
I'm
long
sorry,
have you
I
been on
thought you were
TV
talking
this
about our
morning?
radio. I thought you were talking about our
No.
illustrious,
No.
such that it is.
Our 50
broadcast
years, there
careers.
have been toys.
Yes.
Right, toys. And toys come and go. Toys are fun. Some toys have returned to be collectibles. Some toys have made a comeback. And some toys we thought might be a good thing to have once again. So we got them. And it turns out that we find out why certain toys never made it past a couple of years of popularity. Would you like to see one such toy?
I'm curious. I'm very, very curious now.
You are. You're ready to go now.
I want to see what you. Jesus, stretch.
Have you ever kicked one of these things in a dark room with bare feet?
No, I have not.
It's like kicking a brick.
I don't own any dolls now.
Dude, kicking a Stretch Armstrong while you're shuffling along in the middle of the night will get you to yell son of a bitch louder than you've ever yelled it before.
Louder than stepping out on a Lego that was buried in a shag carpet?
Louder.
Wow.
This thing is like, and when it's, before you warm it up, it's as hard as a rock. It's like a brick. I mean, there's literally no give to this whatsoever.
Careful where you got your hand and your finger there. You might want to move it.
There's his
there
butt.
You go.
Stretch Armstrong's butt. But last night, I swear to God, I kicked this thing. I got a bloody toenail.
Are you serious?
I would not kid you.
Wow.
It hurt like hell. I start screaming. Cindy comes running. She thinks I'm going to be dead on the floor of a heart attack.
Right.
And it's all over Stretch Armstrong.
So you almost gave your wife a heart attack because you stubbed your toe.
Son of a bitch!
Doll.
Ow!
Oh, doing it again?
Oh my God!
I hope she's not in the house right now.
Yeah, she's down there doing whatever.
Okay. Well, again, you might have just. See, you're becoming the boy who cried wolf now.
No, I
thought something was wrong. No, I stubbed my toe on a doll. I'm fine.
Not a doll.
And then
It's
you were
Stretch Armstrong.
reenacting. Then you're reenacting stubbing your toe on the doll.
Yeah.
And then maybe it's like now Cindy's like, wait, is something really happened this time, or is he just doing this thing that he does when he accidentally stumbles over something?
Between that and the speaker falling on my other foot last week, I'm in bad shape.
Geez.
I had one of my JBLs in the back of the truck just tip over, and it hit my big toe. Ow.
Did you have shoes on at the time?
I did.
You always wear shoes, so
I did.
Okay.
But even though I had shoes, it left a bruise across my big toe about that big. And it wasn't really a far fall. It just tipped. It just went. I got problems.
That could be painful.
I got problems.
Believe me, I'm well aware.
I'd like you to get over here and rub my feet.
That's not going to happen. Wait a minute. You're the one who says feet are disgusting.
Well,
you don't want anybody.
You
touching
confessed
your feet,
yesterday that you could get over that. So I think you'd be a great utility player.
Get over. Listen, no. Okay, see, this is where you don't listen. I was talking about my feet are good.
Your feet are hideous.
No issue with people. No, they're not. Feet in general are gross. Mine are the least gross in comparison to the rest of humanity.
Oh, okay.
But again, even that takes some upkeep. I've mentioned occasionally got to use a razor or some clippers to remove the hobbit hair. So
well, I'm just saying, Stretch Armstrong.
That's my issue. That's my cross to bear.
I don't know exactly how he got into my footpath, but he will be getting moved out of my footpath after today. That was bad.
It's like what I used to tell Max when he was 7 and played with toys. You got to put your toys away, Andy. That's the problem. If you don't put your toys away,
okay,
people, including you, can stub their toe on their dolls.
Well,
so just remember that.
And that's not a doll. Okay. It's a Stretch Armstrong.
Okay.
A
Oh,
doll.
were you the kid who goes, "This isn't a doll, it's an action figure."
Well, it is an
It's
action
a
figure.
it's a doll. It's
It's an
okay.
action figure.
Boys can play with dolls too.
No,
It's not a
listen, it's an
gender
action
thing.
figure.
Well, okay, again, whatever.
Don't try and paint
It's
me
all
into a
right.
corner.
You like dolls. Just say, "I'm Andy. I like to play with dolls, and I'm 53." It's okay. Nobody's judging you.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody plays with video games still. So it's okay. It's socially acceptable for a 53-year-old man to play with to enjoy his Stretch Armstrong doll and then get upset when he, leaves it on the floor and accidentally kicks it in the middle of the night. It's all
I
right. It's
I was hoping
okay.
for a little
Just
sympathy.
I'm I know I'm saying
Instead,
I'm
I get
giving you
this.
sympathy.
Thank you.
You
Perfect.
get what? You get understanding. I'm just telling you to avoid this issue in the future, just put your doll away after you're done playing with it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This applies to 53-year-olds or 3-year-olds. It doesn't matter. A place for everything and everything in its place,
All
as
right.
my
Well,
dad used
sage
to say.
advice. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Just here to help. All right. Let's do it. The Federal Reserve officials continue to worry about inflation. Some officials favored not hiking rates back in July, but an increase in September is not off the table. So another interest rate possibly, probably, maybe happening in September. You're just gonna have to wait and see.
Okay.
I don't know. Again, I don't have much to spend anyway, so these things don't impact me as much
How about
because
this?
I'm a man of limited means and in limited interests.
What if I
So
were
it's
to
all
put
good.
my Stretch Armstrong on the Facebook Marketplace and say it's a vintage
There you go.
Stretch Armstrong?
Vintage
See?
stretch, gently used Stretch Armstrong.
Right?
Only been kicked once, accidentally.
There you go. I just beat the interest
There
rate.
you go. Absolutely. Moving on, The Boss is taking a break from touring. Bruce Springsteen postponed concert dates in Philadelphia this week. 73-year-old has reportedly taken ill.
Ooh.
The concerts are expected to be rescheduled. His condition is not believed to be serious. He's 73. I gotta tell you, I've got respect for these older guys. Whether you're talking 80-year-old Mick Jagger, 73-year-old Springsteen, Nugent's pushing 70. So all these guys still rocking out, still putting on shows. Again, why retire? You love what you're doing, keep doing it.
That's what I'm
You know,
saying.
if you're boss, you're the boss, and you got the flu or a cold or something, take a couple of days off, and then you'll get back at it. It's cool.
The only problem was 50,000 people in Philadelphia that had tickets for you now have to go through everything to reschedule their entire life. So
Well, there's that. Well, that's part. Well, how much does it mean to you to see Bruce Springsteen in concert?
Oh, I know.
If it means enough to you, you will.
I'll tell you this too.
You will adjust.
My jealousy level over everybody at the Pink concert last night down in Detroit, that's
Yeah.
up there. I would have
Yeah.
loved to have seen that
See,
tour.
Here's the thing. Pink, I get.
Yeah.
I totally get Pink. She
Yep.
rocks out. She's got a powerful voice. I can
Yep.
see her putting on a great show. Again, I'm not going to pay to go see it, but if you give me free tickets,
Of course.
I'm way more interested and way more appreciative of that than I am of Taylor Swift. Just based on the vocal abilities of
Oh,
Pink,
okay.
which are outstanding. I mean, she's a badass. She's just a grade A badass.
Yes.
And with that, in that voice, in that, I'm sorry. I like, again, and whether you're talking voice, whether you're talking, physical attractiveness, I will take Pink over Taylor Swift any day of the week, twice on
Okay.
Sundays,
Well, there you have it.
3 times on Mondays, 4 times on Tuesdays. It's endless. And again, that seems like a slight to Taylor Swift, and it kind of is. But again, I think it's more astounding to me how huge she is in comparison to somebody whose vocal abilities she couldn't touch on her best day. So, kudos to her for being a multi-gazillionaire and, sleeping on a pile of cash given to her by, women who, have a laundry list of terrible relationships. So kudos Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Finally, Muskegon is getting a Costco. The Fruitport Planning Commission approved a plan to bring the big box retailer to Muskegon County. The corporation wants to build a warehouse on the vacant lot on South Harvey Street in Fruitport Township. This is great. I mean, it always seems like it's a big getting a Costco is the sign of a potentially thriving community. So if a major retailer wants to build a store in your town, it means you got the wherewithal, you got the means to support it.
You know what we
and
call
to
that?
do good business there.
Chutzpah.
We do.
We got the chutzpah.
Oh, okay.
That's
I didn't know
one of my Yiddish terms. Every now and again, I break one out.
Okay.
You've never heard of chutzpah?
You know what? I've heard of chutzpah. I haven't heard an Irishman use it very often.
Well,
but,
sometimes I throw it. Sometimes I'm wild like that. I let that side
Alright.
of me out. But
Hey,
yeah,
look,
that's
I'm
good.
not- I'm
Honestly, I
not-
can tell you, I've never been in a Costco. I couldn't tell you what it's like.
I haven't either. I've heard it's but then again, I don't go to Sam's Club either.
No.
I
Well,
don't
once in a
understand
while, I
chutzpah.
get dragged into a Sam's Club, and I'm not sure if she's listening or not, so I got to say this kind of quiet. But if a shoe comes in and hits me inside of the head, you'll know she caught this.
Mhm.
Going to the
Okay.
grocery store with Cindy. I better stop.
No, come on, continue. Come on,
She's standing
sack
right
up,
there. I can't do
sack
this.
up. So what? Okay, look,
All
come
right,
on. This
all
is
right. Well, if
transparency.
I get hit with, she
in
might throw
front of your
Stretch Armstrong
wife?
at me.
Okay,
All right,
okay,
if
I
she
don't-
does. I'll
well.
tell you. All right. So she's got this habit where she'll go halfway down a lane or an aisle
Mm,
and then turn around and go back the other way.
Okay.
You go all
What's
the
the
way down.
problem?
You go all the way down it.
Why? Well, not if you already know that. Okay, this is either the wrong aisle, or I'm not going to find
There's
the
a
shit
flow
I'm looking
to it.
for here.
There's a flow to going
Not
through a
that-
grocery store and turning around.
Okay.
So say you go down, get your peanut butter, and then you
Mhm.
turn around and go back because you want to get noodles.
Yes.
You just go down the aisle and you make your turn
Why?
at the end. That's the way it's
Why do you have
designed.
to? No, you can keep going down if you've got more to purchase or to look at in that aisle. There's nothing wrong with making that U-turn. These
But-
aren't roads.
You can't get
Okay,
to
it's not-
you can't get all right, if it's close to the end of an aisle, maybe. But if you're halfway or more further down the aisle, you have to keep going to the end. You can't turn around and
Okay,
go back.
if you're halfway or more, then your point is no.
See what I mean?
But if you're just at the halfway point or not quite to the halfway point, you don't have to keep going down the
What
aisle.
I
That makes
wonder
sense.
is this a girl thing or is this just whatever?
I don't think it
because
is.
it's almost like being in a parking lot where everybody ignores the lines. There's rules in a supermarket, right? You have to go
Well,
all the way to the end of the aisle and then turn.
see, that's not a rule in a
It's
supermarket.
a
You can
rule.
turn
It's
around
an
now.
unwritten rule in a supermarket. And
Okay, I'm not a fan of unwritten rules. If it's a rule, you write it down. If it's not written down, it's not a rule.
okay,
Sorry.
well here I'm
let's
going to write it
stop
down. I'm
society
going to write
with
it
the
down right
unwritten
now.
Societal rules.
It's
that
going to be
don't
written
actually
down
exist.
all the way.
Okay. If you're
to
halfway down, fine. You
the
start
end.
posting those at your local Meijer and at your local Walmarts, and then we'll see if you can get.
Yeah, bumper cars is not fun in
validation
the
somehow.
lane. And she makes me do the dirty work.
What do you mean?
I have to push the cart.
you have to
So
turn
I'm
the
the
cart.
one. I'm
Oh,
the one
really?
that's trying to turn the cart around and hitting other people and getting the finger, and
Right.
she walks away scot
Okay.
free.
All right. So this becomes more about Andy and less about
Not
Cindy.
really. No, this
What
is
are you
about
saying?
Andy the Patsy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm victimized.
Well, I don't see a major issue there. I agree with you. If you're more than halfway down, you don't turn around. It makes sense to just continue down. But if you're at the halfway point or earlier, you don't keep going down.
You got to
the
keep
same
going.
aisle. That makes sense.
And it's
No,
in
you
right-
just see you.
It's in
See, I
writing
was
right
with
here
you
now.
and- Okay, so if you're a third of the way down, you keep going down the aisle.
Yes.
No, I was with you to the halfway point,
Well,
past
no,
the halfway
no,
point.
there's a flow.
Now you're
and
all over the place. You're
there's a
all
flow.
over the place.
No, I'm
with your
telling you.
unwritten rule bullshit.
It's
and
not,
your,
dude. It's not
I'm-
unwritten.
I'm
It's written.
disrupting. I'm disrupting traffic that doesn't
It is-
exist.
it
in
is
a
here-
su- in a-
Oh, this is about like you and the zipper merge. See, that's how stupid you are.
Oh my God, dude, the
See?
zipper merge. We're not going to do this again. You're so wrong on this. It defies any and all logic. It's been proven.
I'm 100%
The
correct.
data is in.
I'm
You're
100% correct.
100% incorrect on
And
this.
not only the zipper merge, I'm right about the grocery stores.
Oh God, seriously,
Yep.
You just love residing in a hole and just keep throwing
That's not
dirt
how
on
it works.
yourself. Go right ahead.
Not at all.
Go right ahead.
Not
Continue,
at all.
sir. I admire your stick-to-itiveness with insanity.
It's
really
not that.
do.
It's not that at all.
Insanity.
No, sir.
I've seen the information.
What
I
I've
know
got.
what the information is. I am denying it exists.
What I've got are tried and
it.
tested ways of proven success.
No.
Especially when it comes
they are
to grocery stores and zipper
failures.
merges. No.
They're abject failures.
You, sir.
That's why they've changed.
You, sir, are what they call full of malarkey.
Let's watch the language.
Okay.
Throwing terms like the M word. Don't be using the M word like that. All right. Sports. Tigers beat Minnesota 8-7. Cubs win. They dumped the Chi Sox 4-3. That's sports.
Time for a little. And by the way, Cindy got Jeopardy right yesterday when you failed miserably.
God, the mouth.
I thought you were going to say the Delta yesterday.
Delta is not a body part.
I know, right?
Go ahead.
Churchill called this it's symbols. Remember I told you yesterday it was symbols?
Yeah.
Right. Churchill called this hand sign the symbol of unconquerable will of the occupied territories.
This hand sign?
Hand sign.
Is it the V?
It's the V.
That's for victory.
Look at you. Congratulations. V for victory. Dude, that's amazing. 44,400. Negative.
I get that, and I don't get mouth. That's you know what I got to do? This is what I'm going to do. We were talking about this off pod about
off air. Say off air.
Let it go.
Let it
Just
go.
let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Same thing with your zipper merge and your ill-fated grocery store.
No, God.
Yeah. Trust me. Hey, I'm older than you. I know things. I'm smarter.
You're wrong.
Have yourself a great Thursday.
See ya.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Another round of storms and showers will move in on Thursday before a pleasant weekend is in store. So let's take a look at your forecast, brought to you by Trinity Health. Starting out with your weather headlines, we'll have showers and storms moving in today, like I said, especially during the morning hours. Anywhere from about 6 a.m. through 10 a.m. we'll have the best chance of rain and storms. But then thankfully we'll start to dry out on Friday with some sunshine as well. And then it will get warm to maybe even hot and humid for much of next week. Our future radar does show that line of showers and storms moving into West Michigan right around 8 a.m. or so, if not earlier. So late Wednesday night going into early Thursday morning, expect some rain showers to impact your morning commute, and those will likely last through the mid-morning hours. And then by the afternoon hours, you can see by 5 p.m., the biggest line has shifted off to the east toward Detroit. However, expect some spotty and pop-up showers and storms to continue throughout the rest of the day before they'll likely die down near or just before sunset. And because we'll have some showers to contend with and some clouds, high temperatures today will be held into the lower to mid 70s today, which is several degrees cooler than normal, but thankfully will warm right back up by Friday. And humidity will be a little bit on the noticeable side. It won't be oppressive though, as dew points will be holding into the lower 60s. Lake Michigan though will be dangerous today with waves up to 10 feet during the morning hours, so do not go into the water during the morning on Thursday, and even in the afternoon, as waves will still be around 4 to 6 feet during the afternoon as well, with winds out of the west-northwest up to 35 miles per hour. That will primarily be during the morning, and they'll stay sustained around 20 to 25 miles per hour into the afternoon. Plus, we'll have some thunderstorms to deal with during the morning, so today in general is definitely not a good beach day. So for your Thursday, expect a high of 74 with showers and storms, especially during the morning hours. Later in the day, we may start to clear out a little bit with some spotty activity continuing, and it will be slightly humid until we clear out overnight with a low of 56. And then by Friday and Saturday, we'll see plenty of sunshine, warming temperatures back to around 83 on Sunday, along with some humidity, and then it will get very warm, if not hot and muggy, next week with highs right around 90 or at least in the upper 80s with partly cloudy skies. And that's your Thursday forecast, brought to you by Trinity Health on the Muskegon channel, and I'm Cole Woods Weather, and enjoy your day today.